again after a week away.
With a new and improved head.
That's right.
Meaning to get a haircut, but the lawnmower was out of gas, so
That'll do it.
we fixed it. So.
What we got in store for you is new Halestorm album, actually, Into the Wildlife. We got here, and this is a follow-up to their last album, which is The Strange Case Of. And what I feel with this band is right now, I mean, not anymore because the record's out now and I've listened to it, but before, I think this band was in like a precarious position because of their last album. Their last album, they had a song on there that won them a Grammy. You know, so
It's all to live up to.
So I think, you know, they were in a tough position here. They were in a spot where, can we top this? I think, can we top this album? Can we win ourselves another Grammy with that? And after I listened to this album, I thought to myself, I'm like, can they win another Grammy with this? And I said, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say. Now, keep in mind, I'm listening to more and more Halestorm. I mean, recently, the past couple of albums and stuff that we reviewed has been kind of things that had made me open up my horizons a little bit. But I like that. So, you know, Halestorm. I've listened to Halestorm before, and to be honest, I really like the album. Has a couple of songs, and you can tell, you know, by the lyrics and stuff that she is a very motivated and driven woman. You know, there's a couple of things in there. You know, "I Am the Fire" was a song that really stuck out to me, and then "Dear Daughter" was a really good song. If you think about who that might be titled to, you know, and just girls in general today that need like a strong female or looking for a strong female role model, you know, especially in music.
You know, that's where I think most of their songwriting and everything comes from. They're very involved with their fan base.
Yeah.
This band. You know, I see that through, like, you know, social media, what they share in like their interviews and everything. This band is a band that really touches base with their fans. You know, and they have a huge span of you know, different fans. You know, they have fans that, you know, that really enjoyed music like from the 80s, and they think Halestorm's bringing the 80s back.
I can see that.
Almost. And then, you know, they have really some young kids, you know, listening to this band that almost, you know, really look up to Lizzie. You know, they have a strong,
it's a wide cohort.
It's
a wide cohort of people that are listening to Halestorm,
female base,
which is really cool. You know, I like that. I wish there were more bands like that, honestly. You know, now after listening to this album, I'll probably, you know, I'll listen to them a little bit more. I definitely like some of these songs off there. I like to have some bands that are on my, you know, favorites that have a strong female vocalist, because that's cool. It sounds different. Like, you know, we talked about this in past videos, where, you know, it's like, is the Nightwish video actually, where we were talking about this, about how, you know, female vocals can add a different texture to what you're doing. Sometimes you might think it's more suitable for this or that, but yeah. So I like that. You know, just like within Temptation, there's different textures for, you know, what a female vocalist can be, and I think her voice is a nice cross. Like, she can do really awesome, crazy stuff, but then she can do like she kind of had like an Alanis Morissette vibe in some of her things, like just the way that she is lyrically, and I like that.
She honestly has definitely one of the best voices I've ever heard.
You know,
she's phenomenal.
But and you know, the more I listen to bands with female vocalists, and you know, like, not that it's taboo, but like, it's just different. You know, why is that something that stands out to us still? Like, is it just because it is male-y dominated vocals? You know, we're just used to hearing vocals that are in that range. But I don't know. Food for thought.
Well, another thing I enjoy a lot about this album is, it sounds like to me they incorporate a lot of different styles from other genres in these songs. You hear definitely a very obvious variety of you know, different different types of music
Yeah.
in these songs. And the ones that really jumped out to me, like he said it before, I said, I Am the Fire, songs like that, Amen, Gonna Get Mine, really stood out to me.
Listen to this, I dug into the messages.
Right.
I tried to dig, because for me, you know, just from what I'm listening to, like, I don't know, my taste, like, what am I looking to get out of a band like this? It would be something more lyrically, I feel. You know, I don't know, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it.
Oh, New Modern Love, another one I also really liked. This band is very, very good live. I can say, when I saw them back in November, I saw them, you know, in the area, and they're excellent. Very, very good live. And I you know, when I said I was gonna go, I said, I gotta meet Lizzie Hale. I said, I have to. I said, and then, so what I did was I dressed appropriately, because it was really, really cold at that time of year, and especially that night, it was freezing. So I dressed right. I was hot as hell inside the venue, but you know, it's kind of a pick your poison kind of thing. And then I waited about an hour and a half after the show, you know, with a bunch of other people that wanted to meet her. And then my feet were freezing, and then I ended up, and then she came out with the band, and then I ended up saying hello to her, and you know, I talked to her for a minute. She had to go, you know, because it was cold and it was getting late. But that woman is an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
She was one of the nicest women I've ever met in my life. You know, as far as, you know, like a big, you know, like a big star.
Yeah.
You know, in a big band. As far as that's concerned, you know, she was awesome. So I mean, overall with this album, do you think it'll win them another Grammy? You feel like it's got the potential?
I feel like there's a couple of songs that could maybe land them up there with their fan base, and they have the right momentum. So
I think it's very, very possible.
I think
they'll definitely be nominated.
But I'll tell you what.
I think if I were to rate this, honestly, I would say 8 out of 10. I would say for this. I think that's
probably give it about an 8 out of 10.
I'd say 8 out of 10.
So you know what we have to do now, right? We're gonna start a reggae group where we're just like vegetarians, but we call them Halestorm.
Halestorm.
I like her. I like everything she's about. I love her. She's great. She's a fucking good female role model. I like this. That's ridiculous. Are you serious? Oh my god, she's nuts. She's so good. I like that. She's got like she got fucking sass. Dude, she's a fucking beast. I feel like sass is like not a good word. She's fucking strong vocalist. That's what I long for out of this album. I long for darker. I want to see a little bit darker. I'd like to see a darker album from her. I'd like to see. I would just be curious. What's on the other side of that?
What?
What's on the other side of Lizzie Hale? What's way down? You know what I mean? Like, what could she make that was dark? Like, harder. What really gets at her, you know?
I don't know. She's a very easygoing girl.
Right, exactly.
I think, anyway, from what I've seen from her.
It's very mainstream.
I mean, they're a rock band. That's all.
Yep.
That's all they are.
Yep. Not giving it up. I remember this one. I'm curious to see what else Halestorm can do.
Yeah.
Not so much saying that I like them to change what they're doing, because obviously it's working.